All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back, guys, to another Wednesday live show. Super excited to be here with you guys. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Say hello in the comments. Let me know who's here. Say hi so I know you're here. We have a lot of new faces, so welcome. We have a lot of repeat attenders as well. Welcome, guys. Say hello. Let me know you're here. Where are you joining from? Hashtag live, hashtag replay, all the good things, guys. We are here to chat with all of you, answer your questions. Today, I'm really excited to talk about how to fill your calendar with high-end one-on-one consultations. This is something that a lot of you guys have been asking for, you've been talking about, and I'm really excited to dive into some tips, I think, that are going to change the game for you guys today. Hi, Pona, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're tuning in from. Hello, good to have you guys here. Hello, Jennifer. Hey, everybody, as you hop in, say hello. Where are you guys all tuning in from? Hashtag live, hashtag replay. Let's just connect a little bit here in the chat. And one thing I would love to know from you guys, if you want to drop it in as you guys are joining, I would love to know, what is your one biggest question about, or maybe challenge, when it comes to booking consistent high-end one-on-one consultation calls for your business? Hi, Rachel. Good to have you here. Hi, Yale. I'd love to know where you guys are all tuning in from, and I'd love to know your biggest top question or challenge with booking consistent high-end one-on-one consultations for your business. This is what we're going to talk about. And I'm actually going to share my screen a little bit today, and I'm going to walk you through a little bit of our process for how we are doing what we're doing. So number one, I do want to say this, guys, like literally, we are booking high-end consultations and conversations every day in our business, right? And I think that as a business owner, as you're running a business, you are a business owner, that if you're not booking consultations every day, that's a big problem, right? Any business owner who doesn't get a client or a customer every day into their pipeline, that's a problem. The other thing that I want you guys thinking about is maybe you're having consultations. So we have talked with some of you guys who have said you are having consultations, you are booking conversations, but they are not converting at the rate that you would like to see them converted. And I'm talking, we have newbies, we have multiple six-figure business owners who just are not seeing high-end conversions at the level they need them to be in order to continue to scale their business. So again, share in the comments and let me know, number one, what is your biggest question or struggle with booking consistent high-end consultations? And then, how well are you converting? Do you feel like you're converting amazing? Like if I gave you 10 leads today, you'd close 8 of them or 7 of them or 2? Like what does that look like? Share a little bit of details with us because we want to come back and support you in the chat. And we'll answer some questions here live today too. I want to share my screen a little bit today too because I'm going to walk you through a couple things. But let's get down to the content because I'm only going to take about 20 or 30 minutes of your time here, okay? Number one, and I want you guys to write this down or drop it in the chat below. The very first thing when it comes to consistently attracting and filling your calendar with high-end one-on-one consultations, guys, number one, you need enough leads. You need enough leads, but you need enough of the right leads. I see this, and we've talked with so many of you. You have an audience, they're just not the right people. Or you have an amazing audience, but you don't have enough people. One or the other, or maybe you're experiencing both. You could share in the comments. But here's the thing, guys. In order for your company, no matter what stage of business you're at, in order for your company to generate enough high-end one-on-one consultations, you need enough leads coming into your business, and you need enough of the right leads coming into your business every day. Hi, Kristen. Okay, does that make sense? You need to not just have leads, but you need enough, and you need the right ones. So let's kind of talk about the enough part, right? You need enough of these leads every day coming into your business, like any other business in the world. And you also need enough of the right customers, the right clients, okay? So let's look at something I always say, Gucci versus Goodwill. Talk about this all the time. Gucci versus Goodwill. If Gucci was targeting the audience of Goodwill shoppers, do you think that Gucci would generate the amount of revenue in their company that they generate? The answer, obviously, is no way, right? Because Gucci is not going to get Goodwill shoppers. Okay, so if Gucci was to target the goodwill audience, they would not generate the amount of revenue in their business that they generate today, because goodwill shoppers cannot and would not invest or be able to afford Gucci products. Okay? So when you think about your business, you need to think about who are the clients that are going to come in your program and get the win. Who are the clients who are actively already in the market investing in what you offer? They're already looking for it. They already want it. They're already looking. They're already making investments, time, money, or otherwise. Who are the people that are going to come in and invest and do the work and get the win in your offer? Okay, that is first and foremost. Many of you guys are doing what we call blanket marketing. You're just blasting a bunch of content on the internet and you're inviting anyone and everyone into your space, into your calls, into your programs. And the problem with this is that if it's not the right customer or client, you're not going to generate consistent sales in your business, because you're literally trying to take you're trying to take a turnip and drain blood out of it. It's not going to happen, right? If you're someone who is constantly trying to get broke entrepreneurs to convert, you have to stop doing that. It's not a judgment. It's a fact. If they don't have money, they're not going to invest. Okay. So again, part of what you guys need to be doing is looking at your messaging and looking at who is it that you are attracting into your space that you are then trying to sell to. Right? Are you trying to sell? Are you Goodwill and you're trying to get Gucci buyers to come buy from you? Are you Gucci and you're trying to get Goodwill buyers to pull out their credit card and buy from you? Your messaging, your mindset, and your pricing dictate the people you attract, and that dictates if you generate high-end clients or not. Okay. And I'd love to hear from you guys what you think you're doing. Do you think you're attracting high-end clients? Are you attracting broke clients? Are you attracting people who are already actively interested in investing in what you have? Or are you attracting people who are like, I don't know what you do. I don't know what it means. I don't know if I need it. Tell me, help me, show me, convince me, educate me. Tell me what you guys feel like you are attracting. Okay. Because number one, you have to bring in the right people. Not everyone is a fit for your offer. No matter how great you think you are, no matter how awesome your service is, some of you guys are everything to everyone. It's not going to work. It's not going to work in today's space. You need to get more specific about the type of clients you want to wake up to every day and spend every day with. And you have to think about the people that are going to come in, make the investment, do the work. Okay. If you're trying to convert people who aren't committed, they're not ready, they don't even understand what you do, they have no clue what they're even doing here, they didn't have the money, they're struggling, they're stressed out, you're probably not going to convert. And if you do, they're going to retract. They're going to want their money back. They're going to check out. They're going to come in your program. You're going to drag them around. They're not going to get the results, right? And it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's that you're just not attracting the right people. You're bringing in all of the wrong people with your messaging, your mindset, and your pricing. Okay, so that's the first part of the leads. The second part is that word enough. You need to generate enough leads. Some of you guys are going after the same 100 people for months and months and months and months and months, and you've drained them. They're exhausted, right? They need a break. One thing that I see in this space is that a lot of entrepreneurs don't have a good lead generation system in place. And so therefore, they don't have steady leads coming into their space every day. So give me a raise. Actually, guys, give me a 1 in the comment. Give me a 1 in the comments if you have 10 leads that come into your Facebook group every day. 10 leads. Give me a number 2 if you have less than 10 leads per day that come into your Facebook group. Because what I'm going to tell you is if you're not at least at a bare minimum connecting and attracting 10 brand new leads per day inside of your company, you own a business, if you are not attracting a minimum of 10 brand new fresh leads per day into your space, into your business, into your Facebook group, then you are not going to have enough of leads to generate multiple 6 or 7 figures in your business. You're not going to have enough people consistently coming in and getting nurtured and activated and ready to buy right now, right? You're not going to have enough. There's not going to be enough if you are generating less than 10 people every single day, okay? So far I'm not seeing any ones. So what I want to tell you, it's not a bad thing. It just needs to be fixed. So what I want you to understand is if you are bringing in less than 10 leads a day per, like minimum, guys, minimum. If you're bringing in less than 10 leads a day minimum into your Facebook group, you're just not going to generate enough leads to keep up with high ticket consistent sales. You might have a good month, you might have a good quarter, and you'll drop back down. Revenue roller coaster, okay? You need every day. Brand new leads that are coming in, getting into your content, getting activated, getting into conversations with you, buying your program, okay? So you have to have enough of those. And if you don't have a minimum of 10, when we run the math and we look at the numbers, business is a numbers game. When you run those numbers, it's just not enough people, okay? So you want to be looking at that, all right? Number one. So that is step number one, is the leads. And it really comes down to you need enough of them and you need the right ones. This is not about just like, oh, fill my group and hit the numbers. You need the right people, okay? Because the right people are going to pay your price. They're going to pay to play. They're going to pay and pay attention. They're going to show up and do the work, okay? So for those of you that are undercharging, stop it. Stop it. Raise your rates because your prices attract your people. Marie Forleo is not looking at your offer, right? Marie Forleo is not looking at your offer because it's not in her price range, okay? High ticket clients, high end clients, they will invest thousands of dollars to get a result and a transformation. The problem is many of you, you're not charging enough. So you're attracting tire kickers, brain pickers, freebie lurkers, people who are window shoppers, or they only buy if it's a good deal or it's on sale, or I gotta wait until next month, or I'd love to, but, okay? That's because of the mentality. It's the level of client you are attracting. If you're getting all these objections, you are attracting low-end clients, okay? You want to end the objections? Stop going after broke people, period. Stop going after broke people and trying to convert them if you want the objections to stop. High-end clients don't do that. High-end clients do not give you objections. High-end clients are not looking for deals. High-end clients are not looking for sales. High-end clients are not looking for more, and paying pennies on the dollar. High-end clients are not looking for that. So you've got to understand what a high-end client has for a mentality, okay? So that's going to be the step one. Step number two, and I'm going to share my screen in a second because I want to walk you guys through something. But step number two is you need to have a strategic and really strong content strategy. And when I say content, I don't want you guys thinking, oh my gosh, I have to create all this content and, I need like 10 pieces a day going out on every platform. I'm going to tell you right now that we have a daily prompt, a weekly video. We have our podcast. And once or twice a week, I put out a good value story post. So essentially 3 to 4 pieces of content per week, really just 2 or 3, if we count my podcast. I have a few pieces that go out every week, and that's it. It takes me maybe 2 hours to actually, create it all, schedule it all out, and then my live is about 30 minutes, right? So I'm spending 1 or 2 hours a week, maybe, about an hour and a half, getting that content out. And I'm being strategic with it, right? I do these live shows. It's very strategic. I didn't create what I was going to talk about today. I created this last week. I already knew last week what I was going to talk about today. And I know next week what I'm going to talk about next week, right? So it's very strategic. And I'm not coming on here giving so much that you guys can't even consume what I'm saying, right? I'm not going to spend 3 hours here with you guys. I'm going to spend 20 or so minutes, right? And then I have a few strategic pieces of content that get the group engaging, get you guys connected, and invite you guys into conversations with my team and I. That's it, okay? I'm not creating quotes from 300 experts in the industry. I'm not doing 3-5 posts a day. I'm not, worrying about being on every 50 platform that's out there and the next best thing and the hottest, sexiest thing today. I'm really, really being strategic and focused on what we're doing right here in this moment, okay? With just these few pieces of content. So some of you guys are creating so much content and you're broke, right? So the idea here that I want you guys to understand is content's not the thing that generates sales. The content activates your audience so that they want to get into a call with you to talk about working with you, but it doesn't directly generate the sale. Okay, so if you think in order to generate more sales, I need to pump out all this content, that's where you're going wrong, right? Like that's not what we're doing here. So what I want you guys focusing on is just a few pieces each week that are going to have a very specific call to action, very strategic piece of content, and you do it very consistently. Your community expects it. They look for it. They wait for it. They know it's coming, right? And you have a strategic process, okay? And this is part of our content converting strategy, our converting content strategy, something we teach our clients. They're literally spending maybe an hour, hour and a half a week. They're doing a few pieces, 2 or 3 pieces per week, and that's it. And they're keeping their calendars full, right? If you guys have been watching here in the group, Stacy, my client, just closed a $100,000 client. Before that, she's closing $20,000 and $30,000 pay in full international clients. She's filling up her one-on-one program with high-end, not broke, high-end clients following what we're teaching you here, okay? This is not about doing and doing and giving and giving and giving. This is about you being really confident with what you do and getting in here, showing it, and getting out so people can see it and then act from it, right? This isn't about, oh my God, I need to give, and do. What we want you guys doing is really thinking more strategically with just a couple pieces of content per week that are going to book your calendar, okay? So that's going to be second, and making sure those have a strong call to action. So what do you want them to do? Are they commenting below? Are they booking a call with you? Are they clicking this link? What is it that you want them to do? And your few pieces a week, 2 or 3 pieces of content per week, and I said per week, not per day, per week, should have clear, strong call to actions in them that meet your one-on-one goals. So if you're trying to book 5 clients, then you need to be booking consultation calls, right? If you're trying to book clients, not creating content, you need to be in conversations, booking consultation calls, not creating more content of inviting people to calls or trying to pitch and get into conversation instead. Okay. So that is number 2. Number 3, a qualification process. Now, this is where I want to share my screen a little bit because I want to kind of show you just a little behind the scenes of what our qualification process looks like. This will look different for all of you because you got to find your own way. But real quickly, what we do, number 1, we have our entry questions. Number 2, we look at your profile. And number 3, we get you into a connection qualification call with my team. If you don't have a team, this is you doing it. So if you don't want to do connection calls, we highly recommend that you do. These are great market research calls. Connection boosts engagement, gets people back into your content, engaging with you. It gives you their data, the information. You build some know, like, and trust, and you qualify your lead. I mean, it does all of that, and it's a 15-minute call. So it's absolutely critical. But if you don't have a team and you don't have the time, okay, so if you're not able to do the connection calls or you don't want to do connection calls, then maybe you have an application. But here's what I want you to hear. Nobody gets on my calendar to have a call with me about working with me and joining my program before being qualified. Nobody, ever, nobody. So part of what I think is the problem when we talk to you guys, one of the things you tell us is that you're getting objections on your calls and that you are getting the wrong people on your calls and that your consultation calls are going 1 hour, 2 hours and still ending with objections and excuses. We hear this constantly, that you're just not converting these calls. If I got on the phone today with 5 people, I would close all 5 people, right? 1, because I'm a sales ninja, but 2, we have a qualification process. Nobody gets on my calendar and into a call with me who's not ready to buy, period. And so part of the problem is traditional coaches out there have taught you, get on the phone with everybody, just get practice. So what are you doing? You're getting practice with what? Hearing objections? You're not getting practice that is stacking the deck for you. It's stacking the deck against you because every call you get is an objection because it's not the right people. They're not qualified. So I don't believe in get on the phone with everybody just to get practice, right? I don't believe in that. And I don't believe in giving your services away for free. In fact, raise your prices. If you started your business yesterday, raise your price. You need to charge more so you can attract higher end clients. Many of you have broke people in your audience, and that's who you're speaking to. It's who you're attracting. It's who you're booking on calls, and it's who you're trying to convert. And it's just not going to happen, guys, okay, at the level that you want it to happen. So we need to have a good, strong qualification process in place, right? Now, when I was doing this by myself, I did not do a whole bunch. I let them in my group, and then I did a call with them. And if I felt like it was a good client and they wanted to work with us, we'd book another call to talk about the program. And that's how I did it. Now that I have a team, we have a qualification process on the front end in our Facebook group. I'm going to show you my screen, share that in a minute with you guys. But then after that, they get into a call with my team. It's not a sales call. It's a qualification call. It's a connection call. It's some qualifying calls, right? They get there. If those go well and my team says they check Ann's boxes, they're interested in your program, they're a buyer, they're ready to go, then they get into a 15-minute enrollment call with me. Nobody ever gets on my calendar and gets into a conversation with me who's not ready to buy. Right? They won't even get past my team. If you talk to my team and it's not a good fit, or you're not ready, or we don't think you're ready, or we don't think you're a fit, you'll never get to the call with me. You'll go back to the group. We'll give you some resources to try to help you out, and we'll ask you to stick around, stay connected until you're in a better place. You will never get to the call with me, right? Because my time is money. Your time is money. You should not be getting on the phone with people that are not already ready to buy. It's just pointless. What are you doing it for? What's the point? You're going to spend 30 minutes to an hour or more, because some of you guys don't know how to host a call. You could spend an hour? In that 1 hour, you could have made thousands of dollars worth of sales. How? By talking to the right person. Talk to the right people, you'll make more money. Okay, so let me share my screen. I'm doing StreamYard here, so I'm going to do my best to make sure I share this properly with you guys. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. I want to just share with you guys real quick, okay? I'm just sharing my Facebook group here. Let me just make sure you guys can see. Okay, let me pull up my group. Let's see. All these pop-ups. Okay, so here we are in my group, okay? Here we are in my group. So when I talk about a qualification process, there are a couple of things that we have our clients do that we do. So you have your Facebook group, okay? What is your process for people that you let into your Facebook group? So is everybody allowed in your group, right? Do you let everybody and anybody inside your Facebook group? So if somebody requests to join, I think we just let like 20 people in this morning. If you have people requesting to join your group, do you just let them all in? So here's a couple things we do. I'm going to walk you guys through, and you can go do this today. Like, just this one little thing will make a big difference for you. Number one, you have entry questions, guys. You should ask the right questions, okay? So number one, we want to know who you are. Who are you and how do you help your clients? Why do we want to know this? Because if you are not a service-based provider, if you are not a coach, you don't belong in this Facebook group. So if you've slipped through the cracks somehow, at some point, my team and I will probably remove you, not because we don't love you or respect you, but because you don't belong here and nothing I teach is going to help you, okay? I can't help you. We work with coaches and we work with service-based entrepreneurs. That's it. So we ask this question so we can find out who are you, how do you help your clients? You don't get past this spot right here and enter my Facebook group if what you write here is not in alignment with the clients we can help, period, okay? The second question, what's the best email so that we can send you free resources? If you are a business owner and you are not collecting emails, that's a massive problem. I don't care if email deliverability has gone down or not. It definitely has. In any case, as a business owner, it's super irresponsible to not be collecting emails, period. Why? Because you cannot rely on just Facebook. It's not always going to be here. This isn't always going to be the top platform. And you risk losing every one of your leads that you've built up if you're not collecting their email address. This is part of a qualification process. Stop letting people in your community that are not buyers. Stop doing it and you'll make more money. Okay? So yes, we ask for your email. The third question right here, and this one is, we learned it from a few of our fellow colleagues that we follow, and they told us, go ahead and test it out. And we think it works pretty well. In fact, we have about probably 60 to 75% of people that say yes, maybe even 80% that say yes to this one question. And it's basically this. We help our clients organically grow their audience, raise their rates, and massively increase their conversions in just a few hours a day. Would you like us to reach out to you and share how we can help you? I'm going to tell you right now that about 80% of people say yes. 80% that join our group say yes. Reach out to me. Reach out to me and tell me how you can help me. So this pulls in a boatload of conversations for my team. And then those people get qualified. And if they qualify, they get into a consult with me and they join the program. Okay, whatever program is right for them. If they come in and they get into a conversation with my team and they're not qualified, then we just send them back to the free content. Or if they're not supposed to be here and they slip through the cracks, then we delete them. This is our Facebook group. And the culture that we want is high vibe, positive, right? Elevating. And we want high-end clients in here. This is our pipeline. This is where we generate nearly $500,000 in sales, is from this Facebook group, not anything else. So if we just let a bunch of yahoos in here who just want to pick our brains and waste my team's time and get free information and they're not committed to growing their business, we're going to delete you. Like, there's no point in having anybody in this group in our space that's taken up time and energy, and we're more committed than you are. So we qualify with these questions, and then we conversate. You get in a call with my team. If my team doesn't think it's a good fit, you're out, or you're back to the content. If they think you're a great fit and you're ready, you get in a call with me, which is freaking awesome. Okay? So this is one part of our qualification. Okay? We have a qualification. It starts with these entry questions. And then sometimes we have to go look at your profile. And guys, as a side note, please fix your profiles. Seriously. I have gone to there's been 15 of you that are new here. And I've gone to your profile to peek at who you are. I have no idea. I can't even tell. People seeing your profile can't even connect with you and learn if they want to have a conversation with you, because they don't even know who you are and what you do. You can't even tell. Looking at your profile, you can't even tell. Fix your profile. Optimize your profiles, guys. Seriously. If you're running a business on Facebook, you're using your personal Facebook profile. That's if you're going in Facebook groups, you are going in groups using your Facebook profile. That's what people see. So again, if they look at it and they don't know who the heck you are and what you do, you are losing sales. It looks really unprofessional. Okay. So this is part one right here. Okay. The next thing is, again, your Facebook profile. So when we come here and we look at my profile as an example, in 5 seconds or less, you can tell what I do. If you don't know me and you look at this in 5 seconds or less, you know exactly what I do, and you have a clear call to action right here. Join the group. Okay? Join the group. What am I? I help high achieving female coaches master authentic social selling and skyrocket high ticket sales. In 5 seconds or less, you just learned who I am and what I do. And here's a call to action to join our group. This is guys, I don't understand what you're doing on your Facebook profile. Why do you not have this? Okay? And again, here, join our Facebook group. Here, join our Facebook group. Okay? Literally, we have posts here once or twice a week that tell you, join our Facebook group, right? Join our Facebook group. So the thing is, guys, number one, people need to know who you are, what you do, and you need to attract higher level clients. Stop attracting and speaking to broke people that have no money. You are more invested in their success than they are, and it's never going to work. Okay, so that's the first part. And this is part of qualifying, because again, most people are not going to come here and add you as a friend and join your group if they're not a fit. Okay, some people will slip through the cracks and you just delete their request. But for the most part, you want to attract the right people. We talked about that as step number one. Okay. Now, the next thing is we have our entry questions, but the next part is a connection call. Okay. So when somebody's in here in our group, and again, you're in my group right now, you're watching this, you're in our Facebook group. Well, you might be watching it on YouTube, but if you're in our Facebook community right here, Simplify the Scale, if you're in here, then you've probably had an invitation or maybe a conversation with Sydney. That's our client concierge enrollment specialist. You've probably connected with her, or you have a DM sitting in a message sitting in your DMs that you haven't looked at yet. It's probably in your other folder. She has messaged you. Okay. So if you're here in this group, we've connected with you and maybe you haven't answered yet, or maybe you have a call with her. But I'm going to tell you, here's what goes on. If you come down here just a little bit in our group, once we let you in this group, there's a couple things that happen. Okay. Let me show you a couple things that happen. Number one, every Tuesday, there's a call right here with Sydney. And in this call, she invites you to a 15-minute call with her. We have free resources for you guys. We have awesome stuff for the people that get in a call with us. We have all kinds of free resources to help you scale your high ticket sales. Okay. Make more money, grow your audience. Like, we have all that stuff for you guys. That's why we say, hey, welcome to the group. Make sure you get in touch with Sydney. Make sure you check your DMs. She's waiting to connect with you. So some of you guys are going to miss that opportunity because you're not paying attention. You're not following the instructions when you join the group. But when you guys join the group, every Tuesday this happens. Sydney reaches out to you. She sends you a DM. She does these videos here. We are qualifying you. We're having connection calls with you. We're giving you guys resources. We're helping you. Then we're following up to check in, see how it went. See, we have people right here booking calls. Now, I'm going to do a search. We have one other little thing here that we do to qualify. And it's our little welcome message, okay? If you're here in this community, okay, we'll pull this one up right here. This is the welcome message you get tagged in. This is not just a welcome message we threw together. It's an indoctrination post. It indoctrinates you. It activates you. So it's, hey, welcome to our community. We're pumped that you're here. And then see this here? A few things to get you started. We're letting you know there's some steps to take to be in this space. This is not just a group you come sit in and blast promo everywhere. You'll get kicked out. This is a place to communicate, connect, collaborate, and co-create. You better believe we're having conversations in this group. And if not, you're out. Okay? So we want to set you off strong with here's what our culture is inside of this group. So if you don't follow it, you just get removed. It's that simple, right? So if you're not here for the right reasons, you're probably not going to be sticking around in this group for very long. Okay? So right here, number one, we have a Facebook mini course that we offer to everyone who joins. And it's literally a $27 course that's going to walk you through organically growing your group, getting those people activated, getting those people ready to buy, right? Because what did we say step number one was? Enough leads, enough of the right leads. Many of you aren't growing your audience and you can't generate sales without people to sell to. So we offer that right away at a super low cost for everybody so that everyone can say yes. Everybody can get their hands on it. The second thing is we tell you to check the announcements and watch for this show right here that we do every Wednesday for you guys. For 20 or 30 minutes, we come in and give you guys some great content, answer your questions. And then this right here, meet the concierge, Sydney. She's going to pop in your DM, right? We're letting you know it's going to happen. We're letting you know this is what goes down in this community. Duck out if you're not into it, right? But if you're into it, go check your messages. We're trying to connect with you. This isn't a sales call. It's a connection, right? So this happens here so that everyone coming in understands, oh, okay, cool. I get a free 15-minute call with their community growth manager. She's going to help me grow my community. She's going to help me grow my sales. She's got some free resources for me. Super cool. That's why I'm here, right? So it's a free call, guys. So we offer that. And then we say, please introduce yourself. Because again, we want community. We want collaboration and we want conversation. We are not here to fill our Facebook group up with dead numbers, right? So we tell everybody joining the group, this is what you can expect. Do these things or you're out. And that's it. The bottom line, we are not about the number, we're about the quality. So do these things or you're out, right? So this is what we do. And then everybody gets in and everybody starts commenting and booking their calls. So as you guys can see, right? As you guys can see, we have a pretty specific, strong process. And I'm not going to go into our connection call itself. We'll talk about that maybe later in another live show next week or something. But what I want you guys to understand is every human that hits our Facebook group is being qualified, right? They're being qualified. Are they the right people? Are they here for the right reason? Do they want what we offer? And are they ready to invest, right? Now, that doesn't mean that if they're not ready to invest, you're kicking them out of your group. It just means you're not getting into a sales call with someone who's not ready. Put them back to your content so they can be activated, right? If you join this group and you say, God, I love it here. I love all this stuff you're dishing out. I'm indulgent in your content. I love it. but I'm not ready to buy, we're not going to kick you out. We're going to keep giving you great content. We're going to keep spending time with you and getting in free conversations with you. And we're going to connect. We're not going to have a sales conversation. Do you see the difference? Does everybody understand the difference that sales conversations are not the same as any other conversation you have? They are two totally different things. So here's the thing, guys. If you're here and you want to go implement what we just showed you, get your Facebook profile optimized, get your messaging clear, up your price, make sure that you're bringing in a minimum of 10 leads a day, definitely probably more, but let's start there. Make sure that you have your Facebook group questions strategically mapped out. You're collecting an email, you're identifying who they are, if they belong in your group, if you want them there, and you're asking them if they want to be connected, right? If they want you to reach out and connect about helping them do whatever. So you're qualifying. And then what is your qualification? If you don't want to do a connection call, create an application. There needs to be something that happens, a barrier of entry that happens before a person gets into a consult call with you. They need to be qualified, meaning credit card is in hand. I love what you do. I've watched some of your stuff. I absolutely want to know how to join your program. I'm super ready. What's the next step? That's who gets on a sales call with you. If they're not at that point yet, push them back to your stuff until they're at that point. And then you get into a consultation call with them. This is why you need lots of leads coming in every day, because you have to filter through these leads and find those ready buyers. But it's going to start with your messaging. It's going to start with your lead generation. It's going to start with your price point. Okay? So listen, if you're here and you're good, you're ready to go implement some of these free tips and strategies, go do it. Go do it right now. Just exit out, go implement. If you're here and you're like, I want to know how to do this. I want you and your team to help me set this up. I want to know, how do I do the lead gen? How do I get the right people? What should my messaging look like? What should my pricing and offer be? And then what should my qualification process look like? How do I conduct these calls? How do I convert and host these calls? If you need help and you want to explore how my team and I can get our hands all up in your business and literally give you our swipe templates, give you our systems, and help you set this up, you can literally be making thousands of dollars in the next 30 days, okay, with setting these things up and having someone help you who knows how to do this and speed up the process, right? So if that is you and you're here and you're like, geez, yes, that's what I'm here for, I'm ready, go ahead and just type DM me. In the comments, just type DM me, and my team, Sydney, will reach out to you. She'll pull you into a conversation. She'll ask you a few questions. If she thinks you're a good fit for our programs, if she thinks that we can help you, and if she thinks you can get the win, if she thinks you will win in our programs and we can help you, then she will go ahead and send you into an enrollment call with me. We'll take 15 minutes. We'll go over the program. I'll show you behind the scenes. I'll walk you through exactly where I want you to focus based on your specific needs, and we'll get you going. If she thinks you're not quite ready, or she doesn't think you're going to get the win in the program, or we can help you just yet, she'll give you some free resources and action steps, and she'll tell you what to go do to get to a better place, and we'll revisit this later. So this is not a come get in the call and we're going to hook you no matter what. We only work with the right people. If you don't fit that bill, it just isn't a thing right now, right? We'll send you to some free stuff and keep connecting with you and supporting you until we get to a better place, okay? So just type DM me in the comments if you want Sydney to reach out and chat with you a little bit and see if any of our programs would be a good fit for you. And if not, what would your next steps be, and what resources do we have that we could provide to you to help you get to a place where you can make the investment and actually get the win inside the programs. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. I'll see you next Wednesday on another weekly live show. All right, talk soon. Bye, guys.